Welcome to Undisputed. We are live from Los Angeles. I'm Alex Curry here with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Good morning, guys. How we doing this Friday?
Good morning, good morning.
What a weekend we're about to have.
Falcons look good, didn't
they? I don't even care about that. I care about LeGon James is probably going to return at Boston tonight to save your Lakers, right?
Yeah.
And then guess what happens at 4:25 Eastern on Sunday, live on Fox? Dak outplays Mahomes at Arrowhead.
What you thinking?
Yep.
You feel good about that?
Got it.
You got 3 cases on that?
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we?
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a moment, but let's start with some AB news, because according to a new report, Antonio Brown received a fake vaccination card this offseason. A former personal chef alleged that AB offered him $500 to acquire the fraudulent document, and when he was unable to do so, the Bucs receiver got it through another source a few weeks later. Now, the Buccaneers have denied the report, releasing a statement that it reiterated that every person on the roster was vaccinated and added, quote, all vaccination cards were reviewed by Buccaneers personnel and there were no irregularities that were observed. Shannon, what is your reaction to this?
Well, Skip, this would be very, very disappointing if proven true. I think AB will be in some really big trouble with the league. I'll possibly be in some big trouble with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers were one of the first teams that says we're 100% vaccinated. All personnel, be it player and upper management, everybody with the Buccaneers. And they should have been proud of themselves. I hope that this isn't true.
Yep.
I've read that, looked at the text messages, and for the most part, and then looking at the I think Tampa Tribune. Tampa Times, sometime. And it seems like to me that they've been authenticated and that they did come from AB's significant other at the time. I don't know if they're still together or not, but whatever that case may be, that's a different argument, Skip. But it seems to me AB runs into a lot of problems dealing with getting a service and not wanting to pay for it. Skip, remember, the furniture company.
I know.
Remember, at the Pro Bowl, he had something catered and didn't want to pay the people. It seems to me, this seems like this chef prepared a brunch or prepared something and then didn't get the compensation.
I mean, he moved actually to Tampa to be his personal in-home personal chef. He had a business, or has a business here in L.A.
Right.
And then when he submitted his first big invoice, AB hit the ceiling.
Right.
So there it went.
So it seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of this has to do with AB getting a service, not wanting to pay compensation for the service that's been provided. And look, the NFL is going to get to the bottom of this, and I think the NFL's got to get to the bottom of this, and they got to get to the bottom of this in a hurry, because this is an all-time big lie. This is a lie of epic proportion. This is along the lines of Aaron Rodgers. The only thing is that Aaron Rodgers, if this is true, didn't go to the lengths in which AB went through. Now, Skip, we have to assume AB got COVID and he missed 10 days.
Yeah.
Now, the 10 days is reportedly only for unvaccinated players. Now, I don't know if what's going on. Maybe he was symptomatic and it says, okay, just go ahead and take an extra couple of days.
I agree. That nugget caught my eye and my ear because, wait a second, you're treating him like
an unvaccinated player. So
would that make the Bucs complicit in this?
Well, Skip, I think the thing is, Skip, is that when you look at it, you and I are both vaccinated. You get a card, Skip. I got 5 cards. I got the original card vaccinated. The original card stays in my desk, but I keep one in my truck, one in my car. Especially out here in L.A., you got to have a card basically to get into anywhere.
I got a 3rd card for booster.
Right. I'm going to
get
that.
Congratulations.
Next week.
Thank you.
So for me, Skip, and AB lawyers say he's vaccinated, but it's very unclear when he got vaccinated. But I just hope that this is untrue. And I hate that AB would have put himself in a very compromising situation again. AB, this is how it works. If you want someone to provide a service, you must pay them for service rendered. You can't all of a sudden they provide it and you're like, oh man, that's too much, I ain't gonna pay, because this is what's gonna happen. You gotta understand, people will tell the truth generally, Skip, if they're drunk, angry, and kids. This man is upset that you won't pay him his money.
Yes.
So guess what I'm gonna do? AB got a fake vaccination card. If you'd have just paid the man his money, no harm, no foul. Say, hey, bro, this is it. You're a little more expensive than I thought it was going to be at the time. So here's the money that I owe you. I'm going to look for someone a little cheaper.
Okay.
But Skip, this is bad. If this is true, this would be the league, and the league is going to start doing due diligence, and they're going to start going back and looking at cards, because it's easy to prove. I mean, whatever vaccine you got, you can just go to the manufacturer. They take a look at your ID. They put the numbers down beside it. It's like, okay, Nah, we don't have an Antonio Brown with 0567832.
Yep.
And then we'll know it's a lie. But I just hope that it's not the case. But it doesn't look good. So I'm willing to give AB the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to let the NFL do it, give him his due process, let the NFL do their due diligence, and we'll see here in about a week or two.
Okay. By the way, to carry on your one point that you made, September 2019, Sports Illustrated reported that Brown had faced a half-dozen lawsuits alleging refusal to pay wages to former assistants and part-time employees.
Yeah.
Well, you're just daring the devil because you're a public figure and they can get you back.
And plus, Skip, when you invite someone into your house, they have access. They see things going on.
Yes.
And so you never know. They take pictures of things and they overhear things, and then you get them upset. They go release this to the tabloids and to the papers.
Correct.
And then now you look worse.
Correct. And by the way, the 2020 incident with the truck driver in which he was charged with assault and burglary was over a dispute over how much he owed. Okay, well, here we go again. Okay, so it's one thing after another.
Yes.
If you hire him, you better just pay him.
Yes.
Okay. I appreciated everything you just said. And obviously, I try to love AB. I try to like him. I still admire him as a player. Obviously, I root for Brady, so I want AB to be right and to be cleared and to be healthy. And he's still not healthy because he's got a foot injury that is threatening the rest of his season. But this is much bigger because this could fall under the personal conduct policy of the league, and he has run afoul of that policy so many times, he's not going to get any breaks, I can tell you that.
No, he's not getting the benefit of the doubt.
And fake vaccination cards are felony offenses in this country, and you can get fined heavily. You can also serve up to 5 years in prison over said fake card. Okay. So I wanted to applaud the Tampa Times. They did a terrific job on this. I don't know what's true. You don't know exactly what's true. I can just lay out some of the evidence that they provided, pro and con. And if you would, just let me run through the story because it's a long story. And I recommend anybody to just call it up and read through it to just get the impact of this. Okay, so AB's girlfriend, and again, I don't know if they're still going forward. I assume they're still going forward, is a model named Cindy Moreau. And they connected with Steven Ruiz, this sort of celebrity chef from L.A., and they liked him so much that they invited him to Tampa. And then AB liked him so much, he took him with the two of them to the Conor McGregor fight back in the summertime to Vegas. So they wanted him 24/7 around. And then the dispute happened, and then AB tried to make up with him and say, hey, we're such a great pair because he was cooking TB12 method for them, which is, and Alex Guerrero is also training AB. So he's taken AB under his wing. And I thought a key detail here was that after the Tampa Times was provided the text messaging back and forth between the girlfriend, in which obviously the girlfriend is asking Steven Ruiz, do you know how to go get a J&J card? Because that's the single shot
Johnson
card.
& Johnson.
Okay. And if you could, her text message to him says, we'd give you $500 for that. Well, he couldn't pull that off. And so later, when he was cooking one night, they brought in fake cards, this is all according to Steven Ruiz, and you could say as an axe to grind, let's keep that objectively clear, but that he saw them at the dinner table with the fake cards. And then Alex Guerrero came over to help train, I don't know if he's doing a massage or whatever, to work out AB, and that AB said, here are cards that we got, and they had Alex take pictures of them, but Alex wasn't complicit because the story notes that Alex, according to Riz, had no idea they were fake. He thought they were real. So it was Alex who blessed the cards by taking pictures of them and sending them to the head trainer, who then provided them to the infection control officer of the Bucs. So if Alex Guerrero does it, Brady's guy, wouldn't it sort of legitimize it even further if he took the picture and sent it to the trainer? Okay, so that was the chain of command here. Okay, so the point is that AB did have COVID at one point, and he missed only the Rams game over it. So I'm not sure what to do with the whole idea of Was he being treated like vaccinated or unvaccinated?
Right.
I don't know if the Bucs knew or did not know. It's almost like the Green Bay situation, situation with Aaron. The Packers did know that he was unvaccinated because the league was
They made
pretty
it very clear that they were treating him as an unvaccinated player.
All right. And then we go all the way down to what is the league saying? Well, the league's response was, we will review this matter. And the league spokesman added that no club has reported any issues during the verification process. And in many instances, personnel, players, and their family members were administered shots at club facilities.
Right.
Well, silly me. I just